There was a time when structure felt like pressure to me, like something placed on me, something I had to carry, but something very heavy. And for a long time, I resisted it. Not because I lacked discipline, but because I associated structure with restriction, with loss of freedom, with control that wasn't mine. But over time, what I've come to understand is this: structure doesn't take your freedom, it creates it. Welcome to the Quiet Maverick podcast. This is a space for grounded clarity, for those who move with intention, not noise. I'm your host, Gregory Michael. And here, we're not chasing intensity. We're learning to build structure that reveals capacity. Let's get into it. Because without structure, you're negotiating everything: your time, your energy, your decisions, all day. And that negotiation is exhausting. Not physically, but mentally. It's subtle, but it drains you. So, what structure does is it removes that negotiation. It makes certain decisions once, so you don't have to keep making them again and again and again. And that's where freedom starts to show up. Not as chaos, not as do whatever I want, but as space. Clear, protected, available space. Because now your energy isn't being spent deciding, it's being spent executing. And that shift matters because most people don't lack ability, they lack available capacity. Structure protects that capacity. It gives your energy somewhere to go without leaking in every direction. And I've had to learn this the hard way because I thought freedom meant having no constraints, no schedule, no rhythm, no system, just movement. But what I found was that kind of freedom doesn't sustain. It fragments. I've seen it in my own life, especially in how I train. Whether it's in the gym or in martial arts, I don't train for intensity alone. Because intensity without structure, well, it just burns out. What I've learned is this: if I can't sustain it, then I can't build from it. So, my training isn't just about pushing hard, it's about moving in a way that I can repeat, recover from, and then come back stronger. That's structure. It's not about doing the most, it's about doing what holds. What I've come to call that is minimum sufficient structure. Not the most structure, not over engineered, just enough to support you, just enough to remove friction, just enough to protect your energy, just enough to let you move clearly. Because when structure becomes excessive, it starts to feel like pressure again. But when it's sufficient, it disappears into support. And that's the same principle that applies here. So there's the shift. See, real freedom is being able to move without resistance inside yourself. And structure makes that possible. Now, that doesn't mean structure is rigid. Structure isn't something you're trapped inside of. It's something that supports you. It's not there to control you. It's there to hold you steady so that when pressure comes, and oh, it will come, you don't have to figure out who you are in the moment. You already decided. And that's the part that changed everything for me. Structure became something I chose, not something placed on me. And when that shifted, it stopped feeling heavy and started feeling stabilizing. Because now I don't have to rely on how I feel in the moment. I don't have to negotiate with resistance. I don't have to rebuild discipline every day. The structure already exists. And I can move inside of it freely. That's the paradox. The thing I once thought would limit me is the very thing that now supports me. So let me ask you something. Where in your life are you still being intense when clarity would be enough? Where are you trying to force something instead of structuring it? And where are you carrying weight that structure was meant to hold? Sit with that. Because freedom isn't the absence of structure. It's the presence of the right structure. And when you find that, you don't feel confined. You feel clear. Thank you for being here with me today. I don't take your attention lightly, because where you place your attention is where your life begins to move. If this resonated with you, sit with it. Don't rush past this. And also, share it. Not for reach, but to keep the signal moving. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on all platforms under Gregory Michael. Until next time, move with clarity, move with intention, strength without noise.